Hello. So this is just going to be a video about why I love Minesweeper and little Minesweeper stories I've collected over the years of me playing. Because Minesweeper's become kind of a comfort game for me, strangely enough. Because I don't know, I always come back to it, and whenever I do play, it just is a good time, really. Because there's something just so calming about Minesweeper and about uh wait, about yeah 2 years ago I picked it up 2 3 years ago, yeah. God, 2 3 years ago I picked up Minesweeper because I started with the Google version because it's always something you saw on like the Google Games page, but it's like I never knew how to play it because it's just random squares. It's not very intuitive, especially because I didn't interact with Minesweeper in any capacity before that, so that didn't help. But when I decided to just look it up, which is of course very easy because internet, blah blah. I don't know. It just when I looked it up, I was like, oh, it just clicks, of course, because it's simple. And it was just really cool. Just learning the game and having people come up to me being like, "Whoa, you know how to play that game?" Because like no one knew how to play at the time, at least at my school. And it's like, wow, I feel, I don't know, a little special because I never really get noticed for other stuff. Except for drawing, but that's kind of rare because I didn't really draw that much. Now I do. Going through art block, like, excuse me, going to art block right now, which sucks a lot, of course. And yeah, I'm hoping to get out of that slump, especially before my trip to Florida because I want to release one more video before I leave. So that's the hope. Anyway, um, yeah, stories. So one of them, well, okay, so let's start from towards the beginning. For one of my first stories that I can really tell about Minesweeper is once I got like a, a decent chunk of the boys in my school, like 20, 30 kids, to play Minesweeper for like a month or two. And that's a definite accomplishment, I feel, because this was when I first started getting really into Minesweeper and playing it in like every single class. And give me a moment. Yeah, so I started playing every single class, and then they asked me, "Oh, you actually know how to play that game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." It's super simple to look up. So then they're like, "Oh, can you teach me?" And of course, I teach them. And then over the next few weeks, I see everyone start to play Minesweeper, and I'm like, "Huh, that's interesting." Especially after me telling them. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, and I just can't believe that because after that, for the next few weeks, I saw like a lot of people playing Minesweeper, and I also Marine. Anyway, I saw also the people who I talked to. They came up to me and were like, "Oh, Ray, what's your high score?" Because they had gotten a new high score or got a really fast score in their eyes. And most of the time, they actually were really good scores. But God, I remember this one kid. I remember he was one of the first people I told to play Minesweeper, and then sadly he just wasn't getting it. He's a nice guy, but oh god. Anyway, he's a nice guy. I just, just when I saw him play Minesweeper, it's kind of cute because he struggled a lot. it, was, it was something, you know. It was something. And then I remember once in engineering, because it's kind of like a computer lab type thing. So I was off my project as well as my group because it was like I wouldn't say it was a group project, but each of us were designated one thing, one project to do. Not as a group, but it was like section. How do I describe it? But how to describe it? So it's like you were given a no, you weren't given a group. You were part of a group, and then your group had to do one project for however many weeks until you were done. Anyway, all of us were done with that project, and I started to play Minesweeper, of course, because what else do I do to fill time? Because at the time I didn't have a phone, so it was like, what in the world do I do? Minesweeper. Yep. So I just God, can't believe it. So my entire group just like started huddling around me because they were also the ones that got into Minesweeper, and then we were all just like watching me play Minesweeper for like the rest of the period. God, it was so much fun. And then I remember always all of us just like getting collectively upset whenever something bad happened or there was in like a situation where I didn't understand what to do. That was me being an idiot anyway. So that was also fun. Another thing that happened would be when brain not working would be yes, in class. At the time we're supposed to be playing geography games. I didn't want to do that. I played Minesweeper. Of course I did. Um, so I played Minesweeper instead, and I'm pretty not functioning, Holly. I'm a fool anyway. Yeah. And then I was playing Minesweeper in class when I kind of wasn't supposed to. The teacher passed by me, and then she was like, "Oh, I used to play that game when I was younger." Then just walked away, which kind of amazed me because she was definitely one of the stricter teachers, and it was just interesting interaction because she just continued to let me play Minesweeper. I was done with all my work though, so it didn't really matter all too much. You just find it a little crazy. There are the stories of Minesweeper that I've already know, really. And other than the time that so, I don't know if those playing, if excuse me, if those watching this play out so much Minesweeper, but you know the situations where you're down to like the last like 4 or 5 squares, okay? And then it's like a complete like 50-50, genuinely no clue what the flag could be, or the flag could be, and it's like it feels like a genuine like 50-50 whether you get it or not. Those moments suck a lot. Yeah. And I was a Discord call the other day. It was like one of the public VCs, of course, and a bunch of people were just like hover. You know how you can like hover over like the live button, and then like see what the people are playing. A whole bunch of people just took screenshots of that of me playing Minesweeper and they're like essentially like base take, because Minesweeper is great. And then later on, we came to a conversation talking about gacha games, of course, because that's what the kind of server I'm in. And hold on, is not functioning. And that's my train of thought. And then we came to topic of gacha games, and then someone came in and was like, "What new gacha game is this?" And I was like, it really does feel like a gotcha game sometimes. So it's a gotcha game in its own way in my heart. But yeah, it's just really funny because everyone just kept coming in and being like, "Who is this kid playing Minesweeper?" Uh, good times, good times. Yeah, and it's just fun knowing that I'll kind of always have Minesweeper. Cause over the time that I've been playing, so like 2-3 years, yeah, I notice I keep coming back to Minesweeper like every 4 or 5 months, and it's always just a good time. It's freaking Minesweeper. I used to grow up Minesweeper, and it's always just a nice way for me to unwind because I used to be a lot more stressed before all this homeschool stuff. I still hate homeschool. I'll probably make a separate video ranting on about how much I freaking hate homeschool. But yeah, it's not too bad now. My stress levels, at least. I don't feel well emotionally. That's fun. That's a separate thing, though. Anyway, Minesweeper. Yeah, I've noticed I come back to Minesweeper every like 4 or 5 months. And it's always there's something that I know I can like rely on where I'll have a good time and I can like easily come back to and all that. So yeah. Also, a lot of people say that I'm fast at Minesweeper. I disagree with that statement because I've seen others play. This is quite slow, I would say. Not the strange story, I just remembered. A bunch of kids would always watch me play Minesweeper and then be like, yeah, but it's just a game of luck. It's not. There's actual thinking involved in this game. So I don't understand these people. Anyway. And this is also something just I'm already not working. And this is also just something I do because a game I play because I don't really have access to that many games because I'm using a laptop, a very bad one at that. It was on sale and everything. It's not very good. So I really limited what I can do with it because of the hardware and everything. But my mom got it. I can't really get my own shit yet, so yeah. I have to stick with this very bad laptop. I do play HSR on it. It doesn't run very well. So there's that. Um, anyway, so yeah, I kind of have a limited set of games I can like really play comfortably. Also, I can't buy games, and no one will probably buy them for me. So yeah. Um, Again, Minesweeper, freaking great game, which is something that I always come back to. And it's free, and you can run it with limited hardware. But if you can hear the fans on my computer going off, it's because I'm recording this. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of it. Because I'll probably cover everything, like my weekly updates, blah blah, in the next video. But it's probably very limited art in there because I've been going through some art block and just not motivated, and my family's been pissing me off more than usual. Yeah. So I think that'll be it. Okay. My fastest scores, admittedly, aren't that great. Currently, my fastest one at expert is 136 seconds. My fastest on beginner is 13 seconds, I think. It's been a minute. And That's my stupid anyway. And my fastest I don't know what intermediate is because I never really do intermediate. Never really did. So yeah, that'll probably be it for this video. I hope you guys liked my Minesweeper gameplay, and if I do ever any like talking videos, it would probably be accompanied by Minesweeper like this, like live gameplay of it, because it's just easy for my brain to process. Because um, it requires like enough focus to keep my brain like occupied, but it also take doesn't take too much focus for me to focus on other things. I watched this YouTube video recently about Minesweeper. They're cool. I'll find the channel later and post it on the screen, whatever. And yeah, they had a really interesting video about how they were also really into Minesweeper at some point, and then it was just always a nice thing for them in their lives, but they're stopping because it's starting to like become like physical pain and stuff. So yeah. Oh, actually, correct. Anyway, I think that'll probably be it for this video. As much as I love talking and just Minesweeper in general, yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. So, see you guys next time. Bye bye.